Hello, everyone. Welcome to Learn English in 10 Minutes. My name is Emily.
And hi, I'm Paul. We are so happy you are here with us today.
Today, we have a very important and useful topic. We are going to talk about daily routines. These are the things you do every day. Learning these words will help you talk about your day in English.
That's right. It's all about everyday life. Are you ready to begin? And before we start, please click the subscribe button. It helps us make more lessons for you.
Okay, let's begin. So, Paul, the day starts in the morning. What is the very first thing you do?
The first thing is, I wake up. My eyes open.
Perfect. The phrase is wake up. For example, you can say, I wake up at 7 a.m. What time do you wake up, Paul?
I wake up at 7 a.m. too. A sound helps me wake up. It's my alarm clock.
Good. So first, you wake up. Then, what do you do with the alarm clock?
I turn off the alarm clock. It is noisy.
Yes. So I wake up and I turn off my alarm clock. Excellent. After you turn off the alarm, are you still in bed?
Yes. So the next step is, I get out of bed. I put my feet on the floor and I stand up.
Get out of bed. Another great phrase. Let's review the first 3 steps. First, I wake up. Second, I turn off the alarm clock. Third, I get out of bed. What's next?
After I get out of bed, I like to stretch. I move my arms and my body. It feels very good in the morning.
That is a healthy habit, to stretch. Many people stretch in the morning. So now we have 4 actions. After stretching, I usually go to the bathroom.
Me too. In the bathroom, I wash my face with water.
Wash my face. Very good. And what about your teeth?
Of course, I brush my teeth. I use a toothpaste and toothpaste. It is very important.
Yes, it is. Brush my teeth. So let's review this part. I go to the bathroom, I wash my face, I brush my teeth. You are doing great, Paul, and great job to everyone listening.
Okay, Emily. So, I have washed my face and I have brushed my teeth. I am clean and fresh. What do I do next in my morning routine?
Well, after the bathroom, it's time to get dressed. You need to put on your clothes for the day.
Ah, yes. Get dressed. So, I take off my pajamas, the clothes I sleep in, then I put on my clothes. For example, today I put on a blue shirt and gray pants.
Exactly. The verb is put on. I put on my shirt. I put on my pants. You can also say, I put on my socks and shoes. Very good, Paul. Do you do anything else in your bedroom?
Yes, I like a clean room. So, I make my bed. I make it look nice and tidy.
That is a wonderful habit. It starts the day in a good, organized way. So, you get dressed and you make your bed. What's next? I think I feel a little hungry.
Me too. After all that, it is time for breakfast, the first meal of the day.
That's right, breakfast. So, we go to the kitchen. What do you do in the kitchen?
I make breakfast. I like a simple breakfast. Sometimes I make toast and eggs, and I always make coffee.
Make breakfast. Perfect. And when you eat it, you can say, I have breakfast or I eat breakfast. Both are correct.
I drink coffee. Black coffee with no sugar. What about you, Emily? What do you have for breakfast?
I like to eat yogurt with fruit. And I drink tea. I love tea in the morning.
Tea is nice too. So, after we have breakfast, the morning routine is almost finished. What is the last step?
The last step is to get ready to leave. I get my bag. I put on my coat if it is cold. And very important, I take my keys.
Yes, keys are very important. Then I leave the house. I go to work.
Leave the house. A perfect way to end the morning routine. You open the door, you go outside, and you lock the door. Let's do a quick review. I get dressed, I make my bed, I have breakfast, and I leave the house.
So, Paul, we have finished our morning routine. We left the house. what happens next?
Well, after I leave the house, I go to work. My job is not far, so I walk to work.
Walk to work. That is great exercise. For people who live far, they can say, I drive my car to work, or I take the bus. This time of travel is called the commute.
Oh, okay. So my commute is a short walk. I arrive at work at 8:30 a.m.
Arrive at work. That's the perfect phrase. When you get to your workplace. So, what do you do when you start your workday?
First, I turn on my computer. Then I check my emails. I read new messages and reply to them.
Turn on my computer and check my emails. Very common actions for many jobs. Do you work with other people?
Yes, I do. I talk to my colleagues. My colleagues are the people I work with. Sometimes we have a meeting to discuss our work.
Talk to my colleagues and have a meeting. Those are excellent phrases for the workplace. So, you work for a few hours in the morning. Then, what happens around noon or 12 p.m.? I always start to feel hungry again.
Me too. At 12 p.m., it is time for lunch. I take my lunch break.
Lunch break. This is the time in the middle of the day when you stop working to eat. Do you bring your lunch from home or do you buy it?
Sometimes I bring a sandwich from home. I pack my lunch in the morning. But sometimes, if I am busy, I buy lunch at a cafe near my office.
Very good. So you can pack a lunch or buy a lunch. What do you usually eat for lunch?
I like to eat a salad or a sandwich, something light. It helps me work well in the afternoon. And I always drink a lot of water.
That is very healthy. So we can say, I eat lunch at 12:30 p.m. After you finish eating, what do you do?
After I finish lunch, I go back to work. I continue working in the afternoon.
Perfect. Let's quickly review this part. I go to work. I start work at 8:30 a.m. I check my emails and have meetings. I take a lunch break at 12:30 p.m. Then I go back to work. Great job!
Okay, Paul. Lunch is finished and I am back at my desk. The afternoon is for working more. What phrase do we use when the workday is over?
When the day is done, we say, I finish work. For most people, this is around 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. What time do you finish work, Paul?
I finish work at 5 p.m. After that, I pack my bag, say goodbye to my colleagues, and I go home.
Go home. That's the key phrase. Your workday is done and you are returning to your house. So, you walked to work. Do you walk home too?
Yes, I walk home. It is a nice way to relax after a long day of work. I arrive home around 5:30 p.m.
Arrive home. Perfect. When you get inside your house, what is the first thing you do? The first thing I do is take off my shoes and my coat. Then I put down my bag. It feels good to be home.
I agree. It is a relaxing feeling. So you take off your shoes, the opposite of put on. What do you do to relax after work?
I like to relax on the sofa for a little while. Sometimes I listen to music or I watch TV. It helps me forget about work.
Those are great ways to relax. Listen to music and watch TV. After you relax, do you have more things to do in the evening?
Yes, around 6:30 p.m. I start to cook dinner. Or we can also say make dinner.
Both cook dinner and make dinner are perfect. They mean the same thing. What do you like to cook for dinner? Dinner is the big meal in the evening.
I often make pasta or chicken with vegetables. I enjoy cooking. Do you cook dinner, Emily?
Yes, I do. After I cook dinner, my family and I eat dinner together around 7:30 p.m.
That's nice. Eat dinner together. And after dinner, there is always one more job to do in the kitchen.
Ah, yes, a very important job. We have to wash the dishes.
That's right, wash the dishes. I wash all the plates, forks, and spoons. Now the kitchen is clean. The main part of the evening is over. This is a very good summary of an evening routine.
All right, we have finished dinner and washed the dishes. The kitchen is clean. The evening is here. What do you do in the last part of your day, Paul?
After cleaning up, I have some free time. This is my time to relax before bed.
That sounds nice. What do you do in your free time in the evening?
Sometimes I read a book. I love stories. Or I call a friend to talk on the phone. It's nice to talk to people. What about you?
I also like to read a book. Sometimes I prepare for the next day. For example, I choose my clothes for tomorrow, or I pack my bag for work. It makes the next morning easier.
That is very smart. Prepare for the next day. A very useful habit. So, as it gets later, maybe 9:30 p.m. or 10 p.m., I start to feel tired.
Yes, your body is telling you it's time to sleep. So, what do we call this part of the routine?
I think we say I get ready for bed.
Exactly. Get ready for bed. This includes a few small actions. For example, you go to the bathroom again.
Yes, I brush my teeth for the second time. It is important to brush before sleeping.
Very important. After you brush your teeth, what clothes do you put on for sleeping?
I put on my pajamas. They are comfortable for sleeping.
Put on my pajamas. Great. Now you are clean and in your pajamas. What is the next step?
The next step is I go to bed. I get under the covers.
Go to bed. Perfect. Do you go to sleep immediately?
Not always. Sometimes I read in bed for a few minutes. It helps me feel sleepy. But before I sleep, I must do one very important thing. I set my alarm for the next morning.
Ah, yes. Set the alarm so you can wake up on time. And what is the very last action of the day?
The very last action is I turn off the light. The room is dark, and then I go to sleep.
Turn off the light and go to sleep. And that is the end of the day. The whole routine is complete, from waking up to going to sleep. Fantastic work. Okay, Paul, that was a complete daily routine from morning to night. We learned so many new words and phrases. Let's do a comprehensive review for everyone listening.
That is a wonderful idea. A big review will help everyone remember. Let's go through the day one more time, step by step.
Perfect. Let's start with the morning routine. First, you wake up.
Then you turn off the alarm clock.
After that, you get out of bed.
And maybe you stretch.
Then you go to the bathroom. You wash your face and you brush your teeth.
Back in the bedroom, you get dressed and you make your bed.
Then it's time for food. You make breakfast and then you have breakfast. You might also drink coffee or drink tea.
Finally, you are ready to leave the house.
Excellent. Now for the middle of the day. You go to work or go to school.
You arrive at work. You start work.
At your job, you check your emails, talk to your colleagues, and sometimes you have a meeting.
Around noon, you take a lunch break. You eat lunch.
After lunch, you go back to work.
Great. Now, what about the evening routine? At the end of the workday, you finish work.
Then you go home. When you get there, you arrive home.
You take off your shoes. You can relax. Maybe you watch TV or listen to music.
Later, you cook dinner or make dinner.
You eat dinner. And after dinner, you must wash the dishes.
Fantastic! And now for the final part, bedtime.
You get ready for bed.
You brush your teeth again. You put on your pajamas.
You go to bed. You set the alarm.
And the very last steps. You turn off the light and you go to sleep.
Wow, that is a full day. Great job, everyone, for following along. Now it is your turn to practice. Try to use these phrases to describe your own day.
That's a great idea, Paul.